Okay, well, moving on. Next, we're gonna jump into the water a little bit and talk about aquaculture training with Andre Seal.
All right, let me share here. Okay, can you see that? So this is just a basic summary of some of the components of the aquaculture training that I've been involved with. Basically, I'm 70% research, 30% instruction. And so a lot of the research that I've been obtaining funding through encompasses extramural funding like NIH, NSF, USDA, and Sea Grant. And the main models that we study are tilapia, and now just recently sea cucumber as well, in a project that's more integrated. The tilapia has been a really important model for us for the training of students as well, and also to understand some of the basics of production and growth and some of the fundamental aspects of the aquaculture. The course that's actually that I teach that's actually cross-listed with oceanography is aquaculture production. So this is a popular course with about 30 students every year. And then through the graduate component, there's also an opportunity for students to get hands-on training on, the animals and the research. And so currently I have 4 students, but over the past 5 years, I've mentored a number of these in graduate programs. So this is just a summary of some of the projects that we've had in the past 5 years or currently hold. Some have been expiring, but you can see that it's quite diverse actually. And one of the reasons we're using the tilapia again as a model is that it's truly interdisciplinary, again, from aquaculture to biomedical research. And I have a couple of collaborations, for example, with NOAA, with Sea Grant, and looking at in a broader context of establishing an aquaculture program. Leveraging Sea Grant and Land Grant. Also, more specific research programs that are focused to looking at questions such as endocrine disrupting chemicals, the effects of that on fish, looking at best rearing strategies, again, focusing a little more on the production, and also their capacity to osmoregulate. And so this is just a summary of some of the work done in our lab. So I have run a laboratory of fish endocrinology and comparative physiology. Actually, environmental physiology would be more appropriate here. But essentially, this is also related to the other course I teach, which is comparative endocrinology, in addition to aquaculture production. So this is just some of the work that we have been doing out at HIMB until recently. And that leads me to the next point, and that is the effort to actually build a facility on campus over in Halituahini area, which is in the Magoon. So this is an ongoing effort that has actually taken quite a bit, but this is a CTAHR funded project, and we've sort of leveraged it towards our grants with Sea Grant and so forth. And the idea is to actually establish a facility on campus, which can be used for further training and research. So the idea here is to have a couple of recirculating systems and systems that one can design arrays and also do some of the training that's required, that's needed for the programs. And the status, I mean, we've of course, in building the facility and coordinating these efforts have involved students and various sorts of efforts. Currently, there, the facility is awaiting permits for sewage and electrical. So this has been sort of shrouded in those difficulties. But I hear that now this is the last kind of hurdle, and so CTAHR should have a working facility to which further collaborations can be developed in addition to those that are currently ongoing. So this is just another example of some of the collaborations and partnerships we've been working with. Again, in collaboration with Sea Grant, with Kai Fox, as well over at Waikalua, Lokoia, some of the Hawaiian fish ponds. And here, one of our projects is to look at the effects of environmental stressors on sea cucumber, for example, which is also one staple of interest. So there are many aquaculture products, of course, and so there are other projects that we're developing too, in partnership with commercial ventures and so forth. But the main thing here, I think, in light of the integration, within CTAHR, is perhaps employing collective interest or resources in a facility here that we could leverage aquaculture production in a facility on campus. All right, that's all I had.
Thank you, Andre. It's exciting to see that we might finally have some facilities in CTAHR, based in Hilo. So used to see in the Pacific Aquaculture Center right there, and it's always struck me as a little ironic that we haven't had anything within CTAHR.
Yep.
So yeah, that's great that you're moving the bar there. Okay.